Thank you for creating this platform to inspire women from all walks of life. Thank you. We love and appreciate this. So I'm going to go straight to introduce our next guest, and she is Alysia Rivas. Um, she's a woman with exceptional team skills, proven leadership ability, and experience handling an immense amount of responsibility. She actively participates in the advanced mobility of the city of Compton by serving on the personal board and volunteering for numerous community programs and initiatives. At Arrivals for Compton organized and supervised an independent team to target absentees voters for Michelle Chambers' successful campaign in 2019. With her strong self direction and the ability to take initiative, she has traveled with the city of Compton to Washington, D.C. as a staff member to lobby members in Congress as well as staff for grants and loans for the city of Compton. Welcome, Alysia Rivers. Welcome, and thank you for being part.
Hello, hello.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of this event. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Thank you. I do have a presentation. I'm not sure. I don't see it loaded here. I'm not sure.
Did you share? You can also share your screen if you like, or add a source. I don't. Did you share with? You did. Okay. So just give me a moment, and we'll bring it on. You can, do your flow. It'll be on in
Okay.
a second.
Yeah, no worries. Good to go. Okay, great. Thank you guys so much for being here. My fellow advocates around the world. It really is an honor to be here before you today at this Global Women's Conference. Really to come together and explore the dynamic landscape of politics. As we embark on this journey together, I want us to first acknowledge the pivotal role that women have played throughout history in shaping policies and driving societal progress. From suffragettes fighting for the right to vote to trailblazers breaking barriers in political office, women have been at the forefront of change, challenging the status quo, and being that real champion for equality. Um, we can just forget about the presentation if that's going to be an issue. Um, but yeah, okay, so we'll go on. Today, many do not realize it, but we have found ourselves at a critical juncture in history where the voices of women are more vital than ever in the halls of power. 21 states have banned abortion or restrict the procedure early in pregnancy than the standard set by Roe v. Wade, which governed reproductive rights for nearly half a century, but was overturned by our Supreme Court. Despite significant strides, women continue to be underrepresented in governance, facing systemic barriers and, of course, entrenched biases. So, why is female leadership in politics so crucial? What impact does it have on shaping policies and driving societal progress? And how can we navigate and prepare for a career in governance to unlock our potential for that meaningful impact and lasting change? Well, I'm really glad you asked. Firstly, the significance of female leadership in politics cannot be overstated. Studies have shown that diverse perspectives lead to better decision making and more innovative solutions. When women are at the table, policies are more inclusive, addressing the needs of all members of society, regardless of gender, race, or socioeconomic status. And
Allie, I'm going to pause you just for a second because you are so beautiful, and I want to make sure everyone can see your face, and this presentation goes perfectly well. You're frozen.
oh,
Um, if I'm just going to take you off and then just bring you back, and hopefully, okay, make some movement. Okay, you're good. All right. Okay, great. I was like, no, no, no. We got to make sure you look right.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Were you
Okay,
able to
go ahead.
were you
I'm
able to
so
hear me, or was it
we heard you. You were just frozen.
okay, great.
Wonderful.
Great. So, furthermore, female leaders often bring a unique set of skills and experience to the table. Unique, meaning empathy, collaboration, and resilience. These qualities are essential in building consensus, bridging divides, and driving positive change in all of our communities. But when navigating a career in governance, it can really be challenging. So, how can we prepare ourselves to overcome these obstacles and make our mark in the world of politics? A few key strategies would be education and knowledge. You want to make sure you empower yourself with a solid foundation in political science, public policy, governance, anything that is going to enhance your skills and expertise. Network and mentorship. You want to make sure you build a strong support network of peers, mentors, and allies who can really provide guidance, advice, and encouragement along your journey. There are so many different nuances in politics and government. Allies are going to be your best friend. So you want to seek out any type of mentorship opportunities with experienced leaders who can help you navigate the complexities of politics. And it's important to remember mentors come in all shapes and sizes. So, they may not look like you may be, oh, that's not someone who I can really learn from. Trust me, there is something that you can learn from everyone. Advocacy and activism. You want to make sure that you're getting involved at the grassroots level. These are the movements that are most impactful. You want to jump on advocacy campaigns and just any community organizing efforts that are going to amplify your voice and drive the change for whatever issues you care about. Confidence and resilience. You want to make sure that you can always believe in yourself. That is going to be, no, that really is number one. Before you step out, you have to make sure that you have that confidence in yourself and your ability to make a difference. You have to develop resilience to overcome setbacks and obstacles along the way, because trust me, in politics and government, you're going to experience them. And it's important to also remember that every challenge is an opportunity to grow and learn. Representation and visibility. As women leaders, it's essential to ensure that our voices are heard and our perspectives are represented in all levels of government. So, run for office, serve on boards and commissions, actively participate in political discourse, because that is what will shape the future of governance worldwide. We have to start by acknowledging a truth that is actually often overlooked: the importance of women's presence within the political landscape. You don't have to run for office in order to be able to make meaningful impact. We often discuss the historical context or the systemic injustices that have shaped our world, and rightfully so. But what we often fail to delve into are the nuances of why and how these injustices persist. As the title of my book suggests, if you wonder why they call you nigga, shameless plug, we explore the intricate web of power and profit that is woven through policy. Policy is the law of the land, governing every aspect of our lives, from how we enjoy life to how much it costs and who bears the burden. But despite the undeniable impact of policy on our daily existence, there exists a staggering apathy, particularly among marginalized communities. We find ourselves wondering why those that are treated the worst often disengage from the political process, why divisions persist among us when unity could bring about that transformative change. The truth is, the divide serves a purpose. It keeps us fragmented. It prevents us from realizing our collective power. History tells us that unity among the poor poses a threat to the wealthy elite. It's why efforts have been made to co-opt voices and to bestow badges of honor while maintaining the status quo. But here's the reality: politics isn't boring or intimidating by nature. It's made to seem so to discourage our engagement. The fact that 86% of eligible voters choose not to participate speaks volumes about the effectiveness of this tactic. Imagine the shift that could occur if Black and Brown communities truly believed in our own power. If we recognized our potential to affect change, not just as legislators or policymakers, but as informed voters and active participants in the democratic process. I'm here today not just as a speaker, but as a product of the system. A system that failed my family, that left my uncle incarcerated for 22 years. I was 5 years old when I first encountered the legal system. I would go with my grandmother to courtroom visits. And that experience really ignited a passion within me to seek justice, to change a system that I believe robbed my family of happiness and freedom. My journey into politics wasn't predetermined. It was fueled by a desire for change, a recognition really of the power inherent in civic engagement. And as I pursued my path, I realized the immense impact that politics has on shaping our world, on determining who thrives and who struggles. But I also want to be clear, you don't have to follow the same path that I did. You don't have to become a legislator or a policymaker, but you can, again, be an informed voter, a passionate advocate, or a voice for change in your community. Because here's the thing, being civically engaged, that's our pathway to a better future. It's how we dismantle the barriers that hold us back. It's how we reclaim our power and demand accountability from those in positions of authority. So let's not, succumb to the narrative of apathy and disillusionment. We have to stop underestimating the power of our influence in political leadership. We have to reclaim our voices and our power. We have to reclaim our future. We can shape tomorrow together. I know it sounds corny, but that literally is the truth. With women at the forefront of politics and leadership, driving meaningful impact, lasting change can happen for generations to come, but we have to show up. And in order to do that, we have to come together, empower one another, and pave the way for a future where women voices are heard, valued, and respected in the halls of power. And that is my time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alysia. Oh, I've been writing a lot of things down. Be the voice for change, a way to reclaim our power. If you have any questions, please, 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 we have a little time. Um, any question?
I actually have a question. Ooh, let me hop on right now. I have a question. I think as you were speaking, it was really powerful. I'm sorry, I'm hearing some noise. I don't know if you want to mute our backgrounds. Um, you mentioned how most people think of politics from an elected point, whether they're running for office. And I love how you like it doesn't end there, it doesn't start there. You talked about how women can be active participants. I am interested to know, how can women amplify their impact within politics? Like, again, I look at everything probably in life as a spectrum. And so from the highest level, like, okay, I want to be a president, or, work with the UN. But what can like an entry level person, I think about, how do we empower like a 7-year-old girl to say, you know what, I want to be active in politics? What could people do either at a very young age or early career to amplify their impact?
That's a really great question, and thank you for asking, because I think often people are just like, "Oh, politics is intimidating. I'm not running for office, so let me not really tap in and see what's going on here." But it really just starts with caring and being informed. You can make an immense amount of impact simply by caring and educating yourself. Because, and the reason why I say that is, if you care and you are educated about that issue that you care about, I don't have to direct your next steps. You will do something. There, you're going to find a pathway that you can really walk into to add a solution to whatever problem you're being presented with. So that may be voting. That may be going to your school board and speaking to the superintendent about the amount of water fountains at your school, or the amount, the conditions of the school. There's, if you name a problem, there is a political, or there is a policy source to that problem that you can actually lean into and drive that change. There are grassroots opportunities and campaigns for nearly every issue. And we also have to understand, every year in our legislature, policies, hundreds of them, are being thrown at us. Some are being accepted and rejected, but on every day of the year, there is a group that is either advocating for or against something that affects you. And the moment that we realize that, we kind of just open our eyes up and just pay attention a little bit more. It really starts with caring about more than just ourselves.
That is wonderful. Awesome. Do you see that question, Anna? You want to take that question?
Yes. So yeah, we have a question from Alima. It says, "How do we get more women to be involved in politics, even as little as voting, especially in certain part of West Africa, where culture and women rights are still being navigated?"
Ooh, beautiful question. That's a really important question as well. And it starts with allyship, unity, and collaboration. You don't, that is the foundation. I did this program called, that's, the acronym is LAWPI, and it's Los Angeles African American Women's Public Policy Institute. And you're together for a certain amount of months, and you meet together every Saturday. And the space is just so beautiful, because it's filled, most of the people in the class don't necessarily want to be an elected official. They just want to be involved. And starting with a foundation of other individuals that you can lean on and empower and just network with, that is how it starts. So in a place where democracy might not be as affluent as it is in America, it starts by you guys uniting and collaborating and talking and deciding what it is that you care about, and just knowing that you guys have each other's back. And when people see that, and see that you guys are united, you're helping each other, and you're moving in that unified direction, then that is naturally going to just, that energy is going to bring more and more people just to be around and to be foot soldiers in that cause. So it starts by creating spaces for you guys to meet and organize and discuss your issues, and then decide from there how you're going to move forward. But the thing is, before you move forward, there needs to be a solid understanding and feeling amongst everyone in the room that we have each other's back. We're empowering each other. We're pumping each other up. Like, yeah, I got you. And that is how you give other people the strength to be able to step out there, because they're not just doing it alone, they're doing it as a collective.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you. So we're gonna go straight to our next guest. Thank you, Alysia.